exaggeration, there would be no art. There would be no music, no plays, no picture, nor would there be costume design. But exaggeration is in itself an art. Too little of it and you have a commonplace result. Too much and you have satire. And satire is what we were after in Sweet Charity. Sweet Charity is a musical love story. The heroine is Charity Hope Valentine, Sweet Charity Shirley MacLaine, who wants more than anything in the world to be loved. Not just have men, she has plenty of those. But also it's a story of modern life. It's a satire of all the bitterness and excitement that happens to modern people. To highlight that feeling, the costumes are actually a satire on modern fashion. They're too chic, too in. They're exaggerated, as here in the most elegant of discotheques. And of course, Charity, our naive dance hall hostess, is completely out of place.
Who is it? Who is it?
Who is it? Who is it?
It's me. Wow, this place sure is crawling with celebrities. I'm the only person here I never heard of.
The production numbers in Sweet Charity are elaborate, and they're extremely intricate. So it was very important for us to see how our costumes would move. That is why we shot our wardrobe tests to music, and in some cases they seemed almost like actual dress rehearsals. The girls of the Fandango Ballroom are not supposed to be sleek, soignée, and well-groomed, like the models you see in Vogue and Harper's. These are rather tough, lusty girls, dressed to attract men.
The minute you walked in the joint, I could see you were a man of distinction, a real big spender. Good looking, so refined. Say, wouldn't you like to know what's going on in my mind? So let me get...
Bizarre makeup, deliberately bizarre. But every single one of the hostesses has been given the same special attention in makeup. This detail is unusual even in a great musical like Sweet Charity.
Spend a little time with me. One last good time. How's about it, palsy? Yeah!
Sometimes in motion pictures, a costume will tell a story. Charity Hope Valentine is a naive, rather sweet girl who trusts everybody, who's begging for love and understanding. We didn't want her to look flashy, sexy, or well-dressed. A plain little black dress, a shoulder bag, a tattoo, Charity's uniform. A basic costume with practical variations. A sweater for job hunting. A blouse for dating. But for her job as a dance hall hostess, something quite the opposite. These are the costumes for Shirley MacLaine, Paula Kelly, and Cheetah Rivera. Costumes in which they will do one of their famous numbers in the picture. They have to complement each other. They mustn't interfere with each other.
Boy.
This is the test for the Rhythm of Life number which stars Sammy Davis Jr. Just a few people, but they gave us some idea of the way out costumes and of the unusual lighting which would be used. In this enormous number, every single dancer has an individual costume, individual makeup, individual hairdo.
To feel the rhythm of life, to feel the powerful beat, to feel the tingle in your fingers, to feel the tingle in your
wings and fly to your daddy. Take a dive and swim to your daddy. Hit the floor and rock to your daddy.
We've got the rhythm of life, of life, of life, of life.
Yeah!
Even joie de vivre falls into our pattern of artistic exaggeration. Here we not only test a costume for Shirley, she tests it for freedom and movement using the actual parade steps. In the most bizarre and elaborately choreographed number called Rich Man's Frug, there's a great deal of action, and the tests had to be quite extensive. This is our ultimate in satire, the terribly bored, blasé people who spend so much time in nightclubs and discotheques. Costume-wise, notice the different look of the men's clothes. Fitted, ruffled, colored waistcoats, more of the beautiful people. All the girls are dressed exactly alike, but each one has a little individuality. Notice one of the girls has a diamond collar, a diamond evening hat. One has one of black feathers. Some of the girls have diamond tattoos on their arms. The lead girl, Suzanne Charney, wears a very, very short jeweled evening gown with formal evening gloves. This is not fashion. It is a satire on fashion. Exaggeration is, of course, the keynote of this number, the rich man's frug. But what exaggeration! Every gesture, every movement, every pose, every step. Even the wildness, the final frenzy becomes original and unique. It was this wonderful courage on the part of director Bob Fosse, this grand verve and excitement, that made Sweet Charity such fun to contribute to. No exaggeration.